because the amount should be equal to one another. Oh, well, it's saying if you don't understand, they're going to explain further for you. So, all the energy in this world exists in two forms, my friends: potential energy or kinetic energy, like we were talking about today. First, there's potential energy, which is stored energy. So the little girl in purple, she has the most potential energy in this drawing because she's up way, way high. Or, as they're saying, suppose there's a ball on top of the hill. That's where it has most of its stored energy, or where it has its most potential energy. But when it falls down, there is a lot of energy that gets transferred there. So it has stored energy that once it rolls down the hill, it becomes potential energy. And it's going to give us more examples. So for example, this catapult, it's got stored energy so that you can ricochet this bird to other places. But once you release it and he goes flying in the air, that is his kinetic energy. However, every single time that you pull back on that little arm right there, that slingshot, that is your potential energy. And they're going to explain to us 3 types of potential energy. There's electric energy, and usually used to make things work, as we were talking about batteries, for example. There's gravitational energy, and that's just the energy an object has due to its position above the Earth, as well as its mass. So, for instance, a ball dropped from a very large height will drop at a higher velocity. And, of course, there's elastic energy. So, whenever we compress a spring, the energy that's stored in that spring is potential energy. And once we let it expand into its original shape, that process of expansion is its releasing of its kinetic energy so that it gets, again, into that nice place. Yep, stretching or compressing. So, kinetic energy, again, is energy due to motion, my friends. So for this, like this pendulum, for example, when it's at its 2 highest points, that's where it has its stored energy. However, when it's swinging back and forth at that low point, that's where it's got its most kinetic energy. So, potential energy converts to kinetic energy whenever an object moves. But remember, it has to be in movement in order for kinetic energy to be there. So, energy due to motion is called kinetic energy, and energy due to position is called potential energy, if that helps you break it down any further. So, for instance, let me explain it to you again. Potential energy is based off of where something is in space compared to everything else. And then kinetic energy is expressed through that object moving, and it has to be moving in order for it to express kinetic energy. So that is our lesson for today, everyone. I'm so glad you joined me, even though I know this is a holiday week or getting into a holiday week for all of you. We'll be back next week with even more fun. The surprises are endless here at 2-Bit Circus. So today we created our project washable marker motorized car by using a car as well as batteries and a hobby motor around home to make an object express not only potential energy when it's by itself before we did any alterations to it, to kinetic energy. Once it has that motor on it and that battery and it's constantly in motion, it has that kinetic energy, and that is when that is expressed. And as I just said, kinetic energy is the energy of an object in motion, and potential energy is stored energy, so when it's usually just in one position and holding still. If you're interested in creating these projects along with us, we have an archive that is very, very large, over 60 projects long, and you can use our same materials by ordering our activity kits online at www.2bitcircus.org. Online, you can also find our playbooks there, and our at-home STEAM carts that are now available for you. Not only do we have STEAM carts for schools, but we also have some for your house as well, now that everyone is learning from home nowadays and having to do experiments at home as well as projects. So we want to help you out with that. Tune in next Tuesday at 3:30 for Michael and Robert. I'm sure they're going to have us back with an awesome and amazing project as always. I don't doubt it. I'll be back next Thursday to see all of you. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and to all of you for having us here and continuing to have us here. As I said, if you want any further information, just check out our website. We are on all the socials, so Facebook, Instagram. I don't know about Twitter. I don't tweet, so maybe we're there too, but I definitely know we have an Instagram and a Facebook. That's it from me this lovely Thursday. It was an honor to serve all of you and to teach along with you today. I hope you had a good time. Okay, everyone.